What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the weekly Synth live stream. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Feeling good. My plants are growing again. I almost killed them, but they're back. What's up, Catherine? What's up, Synth Addict? Yes, it is Starlab time again. I took down the original Starlab video for reasons. My video with Strymon wasn't out, and I was like, I don't know. I just took it down. But we're going to do it all over again. So let's get into it. By the way, today's guest is, of course, the Starlab. Yeah. All right, so let's check out our agenda before we get into the meat of everything. So we're going to talk, we'll talk how everybody's doing, what everybody's doing. And then we're going to do some Starlab. Then we're going to talk about the JXO. Wait, we didn't talk about this. We talked about the 8,000 whatever we talked about last week. And then the ARP 2600 came out the day after the live stream, so let's talk about that. And then, of course, classic synth. Can't forget about classic synth, everyone. So, how's everybody's week been? How's the old synth game? I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving. If I was muted this whole time, I'm going to be furious, by the way. Pretty sure I wasn't, though. Yeah, we're good. So anyways, what have I been up to? Well, been building a 500 series rack, which you probably can't see, but it's... I'm not going to touch it. It's over here. It's over there. And, just another thing to get addicted to. It's funny how people think like, what do you call it? Eurorack is like somehow wallet draining or something. But honestly, 500 series is way more wallet draining. But I don't know if I connect more to it because I have like nostalgia for it. Obviously, the first module I bought was a... what do you call it? What's up, Hellbound Hillbilly? I bought a SSL Ultraviolet module, or I guess you call them modules. It's a 500 series. It's an equalizer. So yeah. Anybody else go with anything cool recently? I'm going to buy something else, but we'll get into that when we move over here in a second. Or maybe we won't. We're keeping it really like... We're keeping it very, how do I say? We're going to keep this very succinct. We're going to hit our times. We're going to be on task. That's what we're doing this week. It's been a fun and interesting week. The dislike button was destroyed. Well, for some of us. My main channel, I can still see the dislike button on YouTube. But on my second channel, the dislike button is there, but is just saying dislike. I'm looking at it right now. It's interesting. So yeah, over here I can see it, and over here I can't. So it's interesting. Anywho. Ooh, iPad Pro on the cheap. Solid. I'm still using my old iPad. I don't know what the heck it's supposed to be doing, but it's doing a great job at it. It's doing a damn good job at it. So you're hearing the Starlab in the background. Have a little... I don't even want to call it a live set. Let's just say I have some harmony and I can play some melody. And that's what's going to happen. Listen to that. It's great. Everyone relax. Yeah. Listen to the fire engines. Relax to them. I'm honestly into disliking videos more now. It's weird. In a weird way, I guess they were right. Like, I went onto another video today for some reason. I don't even know exactly what the video was, but the dislike button was gone on this video, right? And I like, just to see, like, if it felt as good, I clicked the dislike button and it like lit up like I had disliked it or turned black or blue. I forgot what color it turns. And as I saw it and I saw no number increase, I like unchecked dislike because I was like, I don't know. I feel like I rarely dislike videos. I more or less put a comment about something if I'm going to actually do something. But like just not seeing the number made the dislike so much less satisfying. It was very strange. I'm like the person who likes to discount like something like YouTube or whatever. But what I always forget is YouTube is Google. And you know what Google is? Google is way smarter than any of us individuals because they have so much data that they have created things based on generalizations. And generalizations, while obviously aren't unique, are typically true. So even me found myself thinking that the pleasure was gone from not having a number increase. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. All I have to do is just pitch bend, and it's just sounding great. Sounding great. Oh, that's a good thing. I hope what YouTube has built in, Catherine says that she didn't dislike it, but she knew that hopefully it would affect the algorithm so that it would show videos that were liked, not disliked. I hope that's what they thought about it. How do I say? I hope they... Maybe I would like this. If something's disliked, it should be more heavily weighted towards not... what is the word? Recommended, I guess, if that makes sense. I was watching, I don't know what I was watching. I was watching some news show. And actually what was very interesting, because I find this nostalgic. I feel like when you become successful on the world of YouTube, YouTube is really so much more sentimental to you. So the creator of YouTube actually commented on his own video, the first video on YouTube, which is like a day at the zoo or something. And he made this whole thing about like on a user-generated platform, the point is most of the stuff that goes on it is going to be crap. That's just by nature. It's user-generated. But the like, dislike, the ratios, those things help push all of the quality stuff to the top. Now, by quality, all we mean is viewership. But anyway, I don't want to get into like dislike video thing on the Synth live stream. It's just, this is YouTube and it's news. So what's up, Cool Doug Love? Yeah, it's interesting. I need to switch my computer settings. Anyway, we'll talk about that at some other point. So I got the Zero Coast last week. Finally, it's over there. I moved it over there because I don't know why. I also now, I have a second Sonicware Live in XFM. They don't know that I have a second one. But shout out to Sonicware for literally sending me 2 Live-ins. I'm definitely going to get on a video about this. It's really hard. I need to stop buying shit. I'm effing up, man. But anyways, I have 2 Sonicware Live-ins. This just randomly came in. It's so strange to me. I rearranged the studio a bit, and yeah, so Good times. Hellbound Hillbilly said, oh, wait, you can do that? Cool Dove Love says, I just use the do not recommend thing a lot. Maybe I missed that all the time. I just do that for community posts. I hate community posts from channels that I don't know about. Like, why am I getting community posts from like channels I don't subscribe to? It's bizarre. Hellbound Hillbilly says, I dislike any ad I can't skip. Other than that, I don't really use a dislike. It just doesn't feel really like impactful. The dislike button just doesn't seem to me to be impactful. And but then again, you go in those comment sections to the cesspool. Sometimes I comment on a video and then before I post it, I delete the comment because I know here, even though it's a nice comment, it's a generally just a normal comment. I just don't want all the asshole replies from people. So I don't even comment now. Like, YouTube has become like a posting platform where I like interact with you guys on the live stream. But outside of that, I'm only posting to like personal friends and stuff like on it because like, I don't know. They'll never take away the comment section because once you take away the comment section, that's over. They'll never take away the comment section, but it's just a cesspool in there sometimes. Just even on funny videos that I like. So anyways, let's move on to what everyone gives a damn about, the Starlab. Next week we'll do the Zero Coast before Black Friday. And also next week on our show, we'll do like best Black Friday deals. So I think that'll actually be a fun show. So look out for that. Next week, Black Friday show. I think it could be interesting. Synth Black Friday deals or whatever. So let's, go over to the Starlab, yo. All right. So, do a little maneuvering of iPads and whatnot. Have to do that. All right. First and foremost, what we have going on here is right this second is Pittsburgh Modular SV1 having a couple random oscillators.
Now let's make I'm gonna do a little arpeggiator here. So before. That's what's coming out of the SV1. And then through Magneto, my other favorite, we have something different.
All right. Staying on task. Yeah, that was fun. Not without too much trouble. So yeah, I really like the Starlab, but I think I knew I would because the shift function on the Magneto is one of my favorites. So yeah. Guess we'll let this ride out with us. This will be our end of the stream background music. Since last week, someone left a great comment. They said, your streams are great, but there's not enough music in the background. So we have that all fixed up now. It'll never happen again, I promise. Will never happen again. All right. So, let's go over, talk about some other stuff. Obviously, we have a few agenda items to get to. So let's talk about the J. Well, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to go around the web. We're supposed to start with around the web, but maybe we'll go after that. Yeah. So next, we have around the web. Not on the actual thing, but yeah. That's what we're doing. All right, so first video from around the web, from Retro Sound, doing a little rendition of 99 Luft Balloons. So yeah, thought that was a little fun. That's kind of fun. A little retro sound. Synthetic, yeah. I have 3 sequencers. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, there's... Oh no, actually I have 4 sequencers. So, yeah. Finally getting back into it, you know? Next up, of course. If Heyman keeps putting out good content, I'm going to keep featuring her. So, Heyman is the next up in around the web. I like this video. I like this visuals. I liked everything about this. I like her style, you know. Big fan. As you can see, I can't dislike this video. It is her voice, yeah. She makes great music, like her channel's, it's weirdly, her channel's so underrated. Anyways, so yeah, same one. And then for our third around the web, we're going to do 3 every week, obviously. We've got Jeremy from Red Beans Recording doing, he did a few different ones, performances with the Modbap, the wavetable wavetable module. But this was my favorite from his Red Means Recording Ambient channel. Yeah, this had mad vibe, you know. All the other performances were a bit, I don't want to call them like, I don't know. This one just had the most vibe for me. Really? Yeah, Jeremy, I wish Jeremy still lived in San Francisco. I would definitely visit and like collab with him if he did. So yeah, this is a really good performance. It's so funny. When like Eurorack was being, I guess I feel like I don't even know if it's at the peak. It just seems to be on like a even thing now. People know about Eurorack, so people go and they do Eurorack stuff. But when like initially, I remember I put out like my series of like Eurorack for beginners or whatever, and then Jeremy was like refusing to take the leap into like Eurorack. Like he was saying, if I do this, I'm gonna f my whole life up with this. And now he just loves it. He loves it. I mean, he started a whole damn channel basically based around it, which is fantastic. I think that's great. Yeah, he definitely uses it consistently, which I appreciate. So yeah. Anyway, that's this week's Around the Web. So, up next, let's talk about the JXOA. Tonight's show is going to be straight up an hour because I really want to get my stuff more concise, like I said. And, you know, I need to do a little after hours. Have some creating that I need to create. So, yeah. Let's talk about this. The JXO8. We didn't look into this last week, but we're going to now. So, but before we do that, I need to make sure I always have background music. Thank you to the person who suggested that I make sure I get my background music back in order. It's back in order now. Back in order. Also, you know what I really like? So many people actually watch the stream after the stream. Now, yes, this is my second channel, so I only get like 100 views per, but that's great. This is not my first channel, you know, with I like it better this way. Anyway, let's check this out. This is the JXO8, obviously.
I'm David from Roland, and this is the JX08.
So, yeah, we all know what this is. It's the JX08. It's the... Well, let's see. Okay, so I remember I did this once. I bought the Juno 106, and at that guy's house, he had a Juno 106, and he had a J... What is it? The JX3P? What is this? This is like a bigger version of the JX8P. Yes, the 8P. I'm like the 3P, JX8, so the 8P. I don't know why they call it 08. Regardless, I don't know. So, I was actually at Perfect Circuit multiple times, but I was at Perfect Circuit on like Tuesday, and when I was in there, a guy was like really looking at the these boutique series, right? And I was really not confused, but more like, wow, how interesting that like me, I never would think of going and really putting any like boutique stuff as like my want, as my wish list. Like this is boutique stuff is so like on the bottom of my wish list. It's like stupid low. So what do you guys really feel? Like I want to know. Talk to me about where the boutique line like fits into your like concept of like, is it good? The only one that really stands out to me is the Roland's like Moog version, I guess you could call it. I forgot exactly what it is, but Roland has like a Moog version of the boutique, and it's like analog. That's really the only one I really jive with. Yeah, the JX8P. Because when the guy was in there like asking, it's like I wanted to like chime in, because Perfect Circuit's really one of those stores where you just like go in, you might see a cool person, you might talk, it's such a like, I know that some people like, I personally know that some people don't like Perfect Circuit because they are currently very aggressive with their advertising and marketing right now. But like Perfect Circuit was my store before they even had like a storefront. Before I remember the first grand opening of Perfect Circuit, and so it's special to me and it's interesting. So Synthetic says the boutiques are great. I have a lot of them, but I'm crazy. That sounds great though. And the portability is huge for me. Okay. I will say what I appreciate is the uniformity. If you really wanted to build like a nice collection of these, it's nice for that. Hellbound Hillbilly, the boutique stuff sounds great, but I hate the IO. I will say one thing. I'm sure they tried their best to like figure out which sliders and whatnot make the most sense, but God, I hate the I don't know why I hate the like look of the sliders. The knobs are fine, but the little sliders just like irk me, but still. Rainbow Messenger says they're super cute and have a lot of hands-on tweaking options. Also very true. Yeah, the one that was before, I saw the one last week. It was for the JD800. I think Catherine or somebody put it up here. Synthetic said the JD800. Yeah. So that one had tons of like tweakability. Crazy. Says, Rainbow Messenger says, I always want them, but don't have any because I don't use my current sense enough. Yeah, I mean, too true. Synthetic says, Perfect Circuit is the best store. I mean, I think so. It's the worst store because like sometimes like I go in there multiple times a week. It's just awful. One week, I think I went to Perfect Circuit 4 days, like straight up. It's so stupid. But hey, it's all business expenses, so hey, it's okay. But I just saying. GDO, okay. Cool Doug Love says, I don't have any, but I like the idea of them. It's like they're all modules, yeah. And if you don't have any space, absolutely. They should have made the 3 fit into like a 3U case. The boutiques fit into like a Moog style case. I could see that. Yeah, you know, they don't really have, maybe they do, and I don't know about it, but I'd like to really see a, oh man, I feel like Moog did it the best, and now, I hate to say this, I'm so missing like my grandmother right now, but I know I shouldn't have one. I need to really get my I need to get my subharmonicon in the mix more. I feel like such a, like, remember how much I used the subharmonicon like when it first came out, and like I don't know. Just, it's fallen by the wayside. So we'll get back into it eventually. Not now though. So next up we have, well, I'm gonna talk about the ARP 2600. Mainly because I have things to say about the ARP 2600 that people may or may not agree with. Ooh, what's up, Daryl Bird? The SE02 is the Roland Mo clone. There he is. I have one and I'm very satisfied. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks for catching it live. I appreciate you actually like coming through live. It's a small community, but I think we keep it very lively and entertaining. So let's talk about the ARP 2600. Well, let's talk about it. Now, this is the old video, but it's short, and I think this is going to be kind of a something to look at. I mean, put a little bit of stabilizer on that, damn it. Let's just watch it again. Make sure I get the volume right here. So, obviously everybody has seen this. I think everyone who's not obviously me, because I could give a fuck, but everyone seemed to get their ARP 2600s like in the last week or so. And when I say everyone, I'm talking about the musicians on YouTube, Bo Beats, blah, blah, everybody else. This video sucked in comparison to like Red Means Recordings ARP 2600 video, which was extremely entertaining. Oh, look, Rick Marston is here. That's nice. Anyways, Rick Marston is a cool guy. I don't want to call him old school, but I'll just call him old school. He's an old school synth guy here on YouTube. And, oh yeah, pronounce that name. I get that right. I get that name right. I'm good at pronunciations. And yeah, Alex Ball has a killer bid. Jeremy has a killer vid. Art probably made this like this was made in January, so they probably had very little budget and like shot this like around the office like pretty quickly or something just to get it out, like because it was very hard to get video. Like the amount of stuff companies were asking me to do for video for them towards the end of 2021, the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. It was just hard to get promo stuff out there because everybody was on lockdown. But let's see. The Jupiter Boutique is now rare? Uh-oh. Maybe I have to buy one just to hold on to it. Hodl it. How much is the new little ARP? Well, let's see. Everyone always answers in the comment section. Let's just put a Control F and then a $sign. Oh, of course people are talking about Behringer. Well, this person says, and I guess it's $1,800. He just says, I'd much rather spend $600 on the novelty of the Behringer than the $1,800 on something that still isn't precisely what I want. I mean, what do you guys really think? Because like, I feel like there's such a divide here. I so don't care about any of like the, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, first and foremost, if there's one synthesizer that was probably ever made that I have zero nostalgia or want to ever own, it's an ARP 2600. And I can't say precisely why this is, but I just feel as if the ARP 2600 is just such a like non-interesting synthesizer to me. I mean, and I'm the person who thinks most analog synthesizers sound so similar that if you really side by sided them, no one would be able to tell you. Let's just say you don't do the one thing that synthesizers have uniquely to them. You just do typical synth sounds. If you pulled up an ARP 2600, you pulled up a Dave Smith or a Sequential Pro 1, you pull up just pull up a bunch of like mono duophonic like synths from the last like 25 years, 35 years, and you just played them all. Almost nobody could sit there and like pick apart. You could pick that they're different, but you wouldn't be able to pick apart which one was which. That's how close they sound. And the ARP 2600 is just another one of those like, okay, it sounds like a synthesizer. So I have enough of those and I'm good. Yeah, I don't know. People get so crazy about the whole like Behringer, like just it's. I don't know. I think people just like to tell other people what to do in 2021. Like that's my thing. Even when I go on Twitter, it's like I feel like I'm looking at people just telling other people what to do, which that's not very fun. I just want to sit at home and be alone. That's all. Anyways, so before we get to classic synth, just want to say I'm building out my 500 series and I'm going to buy this thing. It's an 80B series module from Trident. I'm going to buy 2 of these and then I'm going to buy one of these Alicia things. So that's like another, I can't believe I'm spending that, but it's going to be like another $2,000 on stuff that I'm going to barely ever use. But, you know, what else? I mean, I guess at some point it's just like you're just trying to enjoy stuff, you know? I feel like that's my whole thing. Anyways, enough of that. It's time for, yes, you know, classic synth. So, as we finish and close out today's show, as we just talked about the ARP 2600, I have a choice that is right along those lines. So, the classic synth up for debate this week is the ARP Quadra. Is the ARP Quadra a classic synth? Is it? I haven't actually touched like on ARP synths. I don't know why. So this is cool. Is the ARP Quadra a classic synth? I myself don't know, but it looks hella classic. If there's one like ARP synth that looks the part, it is definitely the ARP Quadra. Definitely looking extremely like retro. Extremely... When did it come out? 1978 through 81. So only 3 years. No MIDI, obviously. Never MIDI. But hey. It's got a low pass filter. Catherine says the synth looks so sexy. I'd much rather have a Quadra than two 2600s. Yeah, this one looks, I like, it's colorful. It's inviting. It's got these cool wood sides. It's got flair. I like flair. I like my synths to have flair. If I either want them to be extremely bland or flair. No really in between. This has a lot of flair. I'm the guy who bought the yellow mofo keyboard. Cool Doug Love says, yeah, I have no opinion. Yeah. Obviously, the Quadra is their pinnacle, in my opinion. Really? I don't know very much about... So it says the Quadra is a hybrid of the Omni 2 and the Solus. So it is a mono dual. Okay, wow. You can have like... Wow. Seems pretty powerful, actually. It could be a bass synth, but it can also be the Omni string synth. Ooh. That seems pretty cool. I like that. Probably so expensive. Let's see. All right. Let's go onto reverb.com. Oh boy. Wow. Let's upload real size pictures, sir. Okay. All right, ARP Quadra. Okay, ARP Quadra. What? Are there none? Wow, okay, I guess there's not any. Let's go to eBay. Here we go. Synth Chaser restored. No, what? Wow, okay. Well, I mean, when you don't see them, you know if they come up, they're going to be expensive. So, get the VST. I mean, I've never seen that synth before in my life. Therefore, I say no. It's tough. Somehow the 2600 is a classic, but I wouldn't even say the 2600 is a classic for functionality reasons. I'd say it's for like fully historic reasons. And I don't really necessarily like that like way of thinking. I think to be a classic, it has to be both historically impactful, but also the pinnacle, the best that they ever did. And I don't necessarily personally deep inside feel like the 2600 is anything extremely special. But that's just me. That's just me. 12K? Wow. That's too much. Anyways, thank you guys for watching another episode. We kept it under. Okay, it's 2 minutes over. But thank you everybody for coming to another episode of the Thursday live stream. We're going to keep these succinct, as I said. So next week I won't say how I'm keeping this succinct. It's just going to be that way. So appreciate you guys coming again. And next week, I think we're going to go Zero Coast. So you guys can also, if you have Zero Coasts and you want to help me through the Zero Coast, let's talk. And next week we'll do it, because Make Noise stuff is so confusing and I hate reading like about it. I just want to get into it, but I know already from messing with it a little bit, it's fun, but I'm going to need to understand the hieroglyphics of the Make Noise. So, yeah. So, think of your Zero Coasts and, play along next week. Why not? Yes, we are doing After Hours on Twitch, Catherine, for sure. And yes, next week we are having a Synth live stream on Thanksgiving. Because what I'm doing for Thanksgiving will be over by then. So we're gonna do a Synth-giving live stream. Yeah, Synth-giving live stream where I will eat the homemade apple pie that I baked on live stream. That is a promise. That is a promise. All right, guys. If you're going to After Hours, come over to Twitch. If not, have a great night. And,